The bombshell $25 million settlement just in after allegations of fraud against Trump University. The president-elect once tweeting he would not settle out of principle. Tonight, his team now responding. Also breaking, the deadly blizzard hitting right now, moving from the Midwest to the Northeast. More than 300 crashes already. The school bus horror, the bus flipping, multiple injuries, students crawling through the hatch of the bus. Tonight, the officer captured on camera punching a woman he was trying to detain. And now comes word, a major new development. The bear attack, the 63-year-old woman walking down the driveway in an American suburb. A 200-pound bear attacks. She calls 911 saying her arms and legs already broken. And the strike at a major airport just before the Thanksgiving rush.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and we begin tonight with several breaking developments. First, news of that major settlement. The president-elect Donald Trump settling with students who had claimed Trump University was fraudulent. That settlement, $25 million, and Mr. Trump's team responding late today. We begin with ABC's chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis.
Can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Tonight, ABC News has learned attorneys for President-elect Donald Trump have settled all 3 fraud cases against the now defunct Trump University for $25 million and no admission of wrongdoing. New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman, who brought one of the suits against the program and called it a fraud from beginning to end, confirmed the settlement in a statement saying it amounted to a stunning reversal by Donald Trump and a major victory for the more than 6,000 victims of his, quote, fraudulent university.
Would you state your full name for the record, please?
Donald John Trump.
Representatives for the Trump Organization telling ABC News, while we have no doubt that Trump University would have prevailed, resolution of these matters allows President-elect Trump to devote his full attention to the important issues facing our great nation.
He had very strong feelings about this case, but he was willing to put his personal interests and his personal beliefs aside and focus on the issues that are facing the country.
While campaigning, Trump vowed to never settle the claims. Tweeting in the past, Trump University has a 98% approval rating. I could have settled, but won't out of principle. And Trump and his attorneys have long defended the program, saying it imparted valuable knowledge and that a vast majority of former students were happy with their experience. The allegations of fraud involving Trump University were set to make headlines with a trial scheduled to begin later this month before Judge Gonzalo Curiel, who Trump criticized during his campaign, alleging the U.S.-born judge was biased because he is the son of Mexican immigrants.
These are all people that are hand-picked by me.
Our Brian Ross has reported the students who paid a $35,000 fee claimed they were falsely told Mr. Trump had personally selected the faculty. Bob Gio was one of those students.
He took my self-respect, and he embarrassed me.
Tonight, it appears those claims will not go to trial.
And Rebecca Jarvis is with us live tonight. And Rebecca, Trump University had been a major campaign issue.
Yes, it was, David, and now it's settled. One of the other major issues, Mr. Trump's tax returns. President-elect Trump, the first president in 40 years to get elected without releasing those, his returns under audit. And now Mr. Trump will choose the next head of the IRS. David?
Rebecca Jarvis leading us off on a Friday night. Rebecca, thank you. Meanwhile, tonight, President-elect Trump naming his choice for Attorney General and drawing fierce criticism for it almost immediately. Tonight, Senator Jeff Sessions has accepted Trump's offer to be his AG, but he will now face questions about his record on civil rights. He's had to defend himself before on this, and here's ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas.
He's so highly respected. Has anybody ever heard of Senator Jeff Sessions?
Donald Trump picked a trusted advisor as the next Attorney General, someone who stood at his side during the earliest and darkest moments of the campaign.
I think the Republican Party needs to listen to what Donald Trump's been saying.
But he's a nominee who's become a lightning rod for some on the left. The chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus calling Senator Sessions' civil rights record, quote, appalling. They point to the fact that he was rejected from a potential federal judicial seat 30 years ago when a former black colleague accused Sessions of calling him boy and told him, be careful of what you say to white folks. Sessions at the time denied those claims.
I am not a racist. I am not insensitive to blacks. I have supported civil rights activity in my state. I have done my job with integrity, equality, and fairness for all.
His supporters say he's a good man and point to his record as a former U.S. attorney and senator who served nearly 20 years. Senator Ted Cruz saying, quote, Senator Jeff Sessions' nomination as Attorney General is great news for all of us who revere the Constitution and the rule of law. On Trump's list for Secretary of State, a woman who championed bringing down the Confederate flag, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, a rising star. Haley today.
While I won't pretend to have always been President-elect's biggest cheerleader.
Recalling those barbs she and Trump traded during the campaign.
During anxious times, it can be tempting to follow the siren call of the angriest voices.
Trump firing back. The people of South Carolina are embarrassed by Nikki Haley. But now,
he ran against both parties, against the political system at large, a system he argued was fundamentally broken.
Also in contention for the top diplomatic job, Trump's former foe, Mitt Romney.
I don't want to see trickle-down racism. I don't want to see a president of the United States saying things which change the character of the generations of Americans that are following.
He was begging for my endorsement. I could have said, Mitt, drop to your knees. He would have dropped to his knees. He was begging. Sure.
And Trump's controversial new top advisor, Steve Bannon, the former head of Breitbart News, which published headlines like the Confederate flag proclaims a glorious heritage, today granting a rare interview to The Hollywood Reporter, addressing critics. I'm not a white nationalist, he said. I'm a nationalist. I'm an economic nationalist.
And Pierre Thomas with us live tonight from Washington. Pierre, I want to get back to Mr. Trump's choice for Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He's been outspoken on Hillary Clinton and the emails.
David, Sessions has been critical of the FBI's investigation of Clinton's emails, and he has suggested that the Clinton Foundation has not been fully investigated, even though Donald Trump signaled on 60 Minutes that he does not want to hurt the Clintons. David?
Pierre Thomas at the Department of Justice there. Pierre, thank you. We do have one more development on this tonight. The president-elect also putting his national security team together. These are crucial decisions, of course, and tonight another one of his picks, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, is getting praise and pushback. Here's ABC's Chief Global Affairs Correspondent, Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, fallout over the president-elect's choice for National Security Advisor, retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn.
This is not someone who is prone to thoughtful consideration of issues. This is someone who often flies off at the handle and makes snap judgments on things that he may not fully understand.
Flynn has been at Donald Trump's side and in his ear from the beginning, sharing the same harsh view of Islam, tweeting last February, fear of Muslims is rational.
Islam is a political ideology. It is a political ideology. It definitely hides behind this notion of it being a religion.
And at the Republican National Convention, the general joining the chorus against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that's right. Lock her up.
He's also under scrutiny for his international consulting and lobbying firm and its reported ties to Turkey, and for this image at dinner with Putin. But he gets high praise for his intelligence work, the former director of the CIA, Mike Hayden, saying he has been incredibly successful in the fight against terrorism.
And Martha Raddatz with us live on a Friday night. And Martha, one more choice drawing mostly praise tonight.
Yes, and that is Mike Pompeo, a congressman from Kansas. He's been chosen to be CIA director. This national security team, as you said, David, coming together.
Martha Raddatz with us tonight. Martha, thank you as always. In the meantime, we do move on to other news tonight and to the deadly blizzard on the move. More than 300 crashes already. Whiteout conditions in Minnesota tonight. Drivers warned to stay off the roads. And the trucks that had to travel battling the ice and deep snow already. That snow stretching from the Midwest now all the way to the Northeast this weekend. ABC's Philip Mena is in South Dakota.
Tonight, the first snowstorm of the season is a full-on blizzard in parts of the upper Midwest. Highways littered with big rigs and cars. Officials in several states begging drivers to stay home. Melvin Gray headed out before dawn in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and almost immediately regretted it.
I can see probably 30 feet in front of me, and it's just too rough to drive in.
Here in Sioux Falls, drivers have been urged to stay off of the road. All of this wind has really reduced visibility, and it's been blowing like this since 4 in the morning. The Minnesota State Patrol responding to more than 340 accidents, at least 2 of them fatal. Wind gusts nearly 60 miles an hour, downing trees and power lines. Plows disappearing into whiteout conditions, some taken off the roads. David, they have finally started to clear this highway, but with all of this snow and ice and temperatures plummeting into the teens tonight, these roads are going to be treacherous. David?
That's for sure. Philip Mena with us tonight. Philip, thank you. Let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano. He's live here in New York along the West Side Highway. He's got the track of this thing. Hey, Rob.
Hey, David, and it's a powerful pattern-busting storm. Look at the radar. Even has some severe storms rolling across Indiana, but the big story, of course, is snow. Blizzard conditions the next several hours across Minnesota. Then it traverses the Great Lakes. Rain turns to wind-driven snow, and lake-effect snow machine will crank. We've got warnings up for western New York already. 10 to 20 inches expected across the Great Lakes. And then everybody gets a piece of the cold. Look at these numbers Sunday morning. It'll feel like the teens in Chicago and Pittsburgh, 20s in D.C. and Atlanta, into the 30s in Florida, even colder in Florida on Monday. A rude awakening after a mild fall, David.
All right, Rob, we'll be watching you this weekend. In the meantime, next tonight, chaos on a highway after a school bus driver loses control. The bus then flipping over, skidding to a stop on its side. At least 23 students among the injured tonight, 2 of them with critical injuries. And this evening, the investigation, was it a mechanical error or was it the driver? Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami.
This was supposed to be a scholastic achievement trip for dozens of high school students from Chester County, Tennessee. But instead tonight, 23 of them are recovering from injuries on the highway after one of their school buses lost control exiting onto this off-ramp. First responders outside Nashville needed a long line of stretchers. Students who weren't hurt stood together and prayed for those who were. There were 3 buses total, all headed to the Opryland Hotel in Nashville. Police say the 28-year-old driver in the front bus veered too far to the left and then overcorrected, striking the guardrail to the right, and that sent the bus flying. Students had to get out through exits and back and through the ceiling. Police say 2 have critical arm injuries. Another has a broken collarbone. Police say they don't believe the bus driver was impaired in any way and say the bus has only been in service for about a year. David?
Steve Osunsami, thank you. Next tonight, the U.S. Marshals reporting the death of one of their own. Deputy Marshal Patrick Carruthers was serving an arrest warrant in southeast Georgia when he was shot twice by the suspect. Dontrell Carter, wanted on charges of attempted murder of police officers and domestic violence, was killed in a gunfight with other officers. Next this evening, new images of that alarming confrontation in Flagstaff, Arizona. A police officer captured on camera punching a woman in the face. Video from the officer's body cam showing the moments before and after the punch, including the woman under arrest. But tonight here, what it doesn't show. Here's ABC's Clayton Sandell.
It's the punch now causing a black eye for Flagstaff police.
You cannot arrest me until I know I have a warrant.
Hey,
Hey,
you can't hit a girl like that. And tonight, new questions, because just before this, Officer Jeff Bonar's body camera was turned on.
Oh, so they're being evicted.
And as seen in this new footage just released by Flagstaff police, it's also on later, after Marissa Morris is on her way to jail.
You had no reason to arrest me, nor punch me, or choke me.
But in the moment the officer throws his punch, the camera is turned off. Officer Bonar says he switched it off a few minutes before, thinking he was about to leave. But then he saw Morris, who he believed had a warrant for her arrest. He didn't switch it back on, he wrote, due to the incident occurring so quickly. The video also shows Bonar arrested Morris without verifying her identity or that warrant, which turned out to be old. Morris was later released.
Morris wants that officer fired, and while he's being investigated, he's been taken off the street, David.
Clayton Sandell with us. Clayton, thank you. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Friday. The strike at a major airport set to hit just before the Thanksgiving rush. Also, a plane crashing into a home in an American suburb. One person on board surviving. Those pictures just coming in. A rare bear attack tonight. A 63-year-old woman walking down the driveway, attacked by a 200-pound bear. You will hear her call to 911. Her arms and legs were already broken. And then this scene in an American suburb today, the foam leaking from an airport nearby. What caused this? A lot more ahead.
World News Tonight with David Muir and Your Money, brought to you by Voya Financial.
What's going on here?
I'm Val, the orange money retirement squirrel from Voya. We're putting away acorns, to show the importance of saving for the future.
So you're sort of like a spokesperson.
More of a spokesmetaphor.
Get organized at Voya.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
My neighbor always goes big with holiday lights. I want to go bigger.
I showed Scott we had everything he needed. Long-lasting LED lights, light-up wreaths, and even the latest laser projectors. Hard to go bigger than that.
Ace is a place that knows true holiday spirit. Sometimes means pummeling your neighbor into decoration submission.
It's gonna light up your house like a runway.
Make Ace your holiday light destination. Right now, save $40 on a Night Stars laser projector light. At Ace, the helpful place.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service certified asthma and allergy friendly. It's our new standard of clean. Call about our $99 carpet cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
I have asthma, one of many pieces in my life. So when my asthma symptoms kept coming back on my long-term control medicine, I talked to my doctor and found a missing piece in my asthma treatment with Brio.
Once daily Brio